It's my privilege to you to present the report of the Newbury Park project, a project that has been existing for the last 41 years. 5 years ago, we reported to you a couple of items in this report. The former Ventura estate site was completed and was sold for $13.5 million. Paid balances to the General Conference that we had, and also we retained some money for other projects that we needed to complete in this big project. However, the Southern California had to comply with some responsibilities that has been made back in 2004, which was paving all half of the way of the streets around that corner, including the sidewalks. We called it road improvement. This road improvement actually was completed in August of 2019. We continued in the following months trying to negotiate some of the change orders that were pending, and also waiting for the punch list that the City of Thousand Oaks they had to submit to us. Due to the pandemic, the City of Thousand Oaks released that punch list 2 years after that. Now we are pretty much done with this, except a couple items that are almost finalized, and we expect this can be done within the 6 or 7 months. The second item was the North Campus sale. At that time, we reported that the previous buyer was a company from Arizona who was interested in this property to build an assisted living facility, and they were offering $20 million. However, when we reported to you, they already had gone, and we had on hand a letter of intent of another company. Now, this was a housing developer who they were offering $23.8 million for this property. We entertained that application, and we added something else. We added that they had to pay $40,000 for every single housing unit above the number that they already put it in the letter of intent. After the 2019 session, the conference signed finally the agreement with the Ventura County housing developer for $23.8 million. In the next 8 months, 4 amendments were requested by the buyer. The first 3 were reasonable and we were understanding. The fourth one was not completely, and we were not convinced. And that happened in January of 2021. The conference waited the implications and didn't want to accept the request. However, also the buyers, they didn't accept our proposal. So automatically, this put us out of contract with its proper cancellation. At this point, the Southern California Conference leaders became aware of the general plan that the City of Thousand Oaks was discussing with its residents. You can find this at www.toaks2045.org. The conference leaders wanted to know where our property would be fitting within all this general plan of the city. So we attended city council meetings, and we learned that this plan has labeled our property as an industrial zone property. This was a shock for us because this reduces its price considerably. Many of you know the 4 levels of the value of properties. The lowest is industrial, then institutional, commercial, being residential, the highest value of a property. During the first semester of 2021, the conference made significant decisions. Number 1, included local advisors in the conversations and negotiations with all these entities. Number 2, terminated the contracts with consulting and development agencies, paying off a balance of $1.2 million to Richwood and Associates. Number 3, we replaced our real estate agents And number 4, we took the opportunity to obtain appraisals of the North Campus. We got 3. The price was ranging between $40 million and $70 million. In October of 2021, after 8 months that the previous buyer was knocking our door, we reopened an upgraded purchase and sale agreement with them, now at a different price, $36 million. So in the next 2 years, 4 amendments were made again. One happened in January of 2022, and the second one in February of 2022. The third one year later in March of 2023, and the last one almost a year ago in October of 2023. Every single time when those amendments were made, the price increased, having the last one in $37 million. When those amendments happened, delay the close of escrow of the property. And the last one was for September of 2026, 2 years from now. The main reason for those 4 amendments was that the entitlements are pending to the Thousand Oaks City Council approval, changing the zoning from industrial to residential. This is the bottom line. The buyers, they have been proactive in lobbying and also securing the votes of the councilmen to approve this zone change. A month ago, on Tuesday, August 27, the City Council of Thousand Oaks met. This is not a secret, this is public. You can go and see this in their website. And they entertained the application of our buyers to build housing in that property. And after about an hour in discussing, City Council voted, and they voted 1 vote in favor and 4 against. Wow, what a shock. We were frustrated, but at the same time, we had some questions. Why? We immediately turned to heaven as we used to do. Lord, why? If you can change everything, if you can move anybody's heart, how this happened? What do you have in mind? Lord, you don't want us to sell this property? We see now your hand moving here. So now, show us the way, what we can do. We as a conference, we have advanced into this project. In 41 years, we have advanced $22.4 million. And also we have a loan with the Pacific Union Conference for $14 million. Plus $772,000 of interest that had been accrued until 2015 or 16. So I'm pleased to announce now that this past week, our conference treasurer sent the check to pay the $772,000 of the interest only. However, we still have that pending commitments. Friends, I invite you to pray on this subject, and also to pray for the conference officers and the leadership, the executive committee, to see what is the will of God in this. The Lord, He's the owner of everything, and we need to trust that He will provide. In the meantime, I'm praying that the Lord continue blessing the Southern California Conference, each one of you as members.